Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know if this has happened officially yet. By the way, Derrick Henry official. Not that that's a big surprise. We knew that was going to happen. Jimmy Garoppolo and Hunter Renfrow planning to be released by the Raiders. Clear up $19.5 million. Feels like like Jimmy Garoppolo, Josh McDaniel, Patriots guy, Hunter Renfrow, Josh McDaniel. How Bill Belichick didn't draft him is beyond me. He looks like Renfrow looks like your cousin, Sully. Seriously. And so I think not a huge surprise here that you get rid of two Josh McDaniels guys.
Yeah, no, this was just kind of a formality at this point. And the thing is with Jimmy Garoppolo, you got to remember he's suspended for the first 2 games of the season. So, he was somebody that we were looking at up here in New England to say, okay, could he be the stopgap guy if you draft a quarterback at number 3? Well, it doesn't really make much sense if he can't play the first 2 weeks. So not only from a New England standpoint, but if you're any of these teams trying to bring in a veteran quarterback to pair with your rookie quarterback, he doesn't really make a lot of sense because you would have to then get another quarterback or use your rookie quarterback out of the gate. So not only is his spot somewhere in the NFL a little bit more skewed because of that suspension, you also have a lot of backups that already signed. So he's in a tough spot in particular.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to take a backup spot. I don't think this is, you have someone like Ryan Tannehill who's thinking, I want to go in somewhere and compete for a starting job, wherever that ends up being. But I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo can have that mindset at all because of the suspension, as you mentioned, Sully. But the one thing about Hunter Renfrow is he was definitely not a Josh McDaniels guy. He actually had his 2 worst seasons playing in Josh McDaniels' offense because he hated it so much. He didn't feel like he was being used at all. And so you look at his first 3 years in the NFL when John Gruden was there. I mean, he was tearing it up. He had over 100 receptions in 2021. I mean, he was on fire. And then Josh McDaniels shows up and just says, yeah, Hunter, you know what? We're not really going to use you. I mean, how many guys go from over 100 receptions in one season to under 40 the next season, and it's not really an injury-related issue? I mean, that is very rare. I wouldn't think that's happened many times in NFL history. So I think Hunter Renfrow is probably glad to be out of Vegas, and I think he could be a nice possession receiver for some team.
Maybe a team like Cincinnati, Breach?
No, just maybe.
I mean, honestly, I know this is stupid, but we did this with the Patriots for years, so I'm going to do it too. Like the Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs have, if you look at Patrick Mahomes' average depth of target, and downfield throws and air yards per attempt, it's all shrunk, and that's because the rise of the 2 deep safeties to prevent teams from going over the top, and Andy Reid has adjusted his offense in terms of that. Patrick Mahomes has adjusted his style of play. Josh Allen's still working on it, but doing a pretty good job of it. Joe Burrow had to do the same thing. All these guys, they're like, we're not going to let you beat us deep. We're not getting torched by Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. And so these underneath receivers who can get open, like Hunter Renfrow, I know they already have Rashee Rice. They already have, Travis Kelce. Feels a little redundant. But why not have 3 guys who just eat up underneath like the Patriots used to have?
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I also think that this would be a sneaky good target for the Chicago Bears to give to Caleb Williams. Another security blanket, quick, can get open in short spaces. I think that's ideal for a rookie quarterback. I think Chicago would be wise to go after him.
I would throw out the Panthers too.